Live from Gene Autry Way, welcome to Angel Stadium. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Athletics and the Los Angeles Angels. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Chung. Well, Chingy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. Our starter in this one, Reed Detmers. What's the scouting report on him?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared, we know this guy is a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Brent Rooker now at the plate. And we're underway. Rooker went deep twice in his last game. Out front, rip foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Stays alive. And a 1-2 again. Got him swinging. One away. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Nick Kurtz.
And Boog, he's the table setter for this offense. Team leader and on-base percentage. I mean, that just gives your teammates plenty of chances to cash in and bring them around to score. Man, I used to love when I had a guy out in second base or third base. Easy to get those RBIs. Game after game, you know a guy like this, what he's going to provide and the opportunities that other guys are going to get in the lineup.
Nick Kurtz now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Detmers making his 10th start of the year. A former first-round pick in 2020.
Ball, that's out.
Right through there for a strike. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Jeff McNeil at the plate now. That's ball one.
Ball, that's outside.
That missed by a lot, and that's ball three. And he walked him.
Ball four. That
Four
pitch is low.
pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
So a man aboard. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers. Late that time, and it's strike two.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
Ball one.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Ball.
Ground ball left side. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. A's strand a couple. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. This is A's baseball on the show NorCal. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And pitching in this one for the A's, Aaron Savali. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Christian Moore, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. And a swing and a miss.
Yep, that ball went out.
On the ground.
Oh, that's foul.
And that's just foul. This one smoked on its way out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. The Angels on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, he did a really nice job of letting that ball travel. It wasn't too quick. He kept the shoulder square to home plate, which allows you to drive the ball to the opposite field with power. We see the power and the authority, and fortunately, he's lucky enough to keep it fair.
Now it's going to be Matthew Lugo. Grounds one to short. Over to first. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Batting 7, someone they're hoping breaks out in this one. Josh Lowe.
Just wasn't able to get it going at the plate over the last month, where his batting average sat in the low 200s. That's not what you expect from him, but I've heard he's been putting in some work, and when you do that kind of work in the cage, it's eventually going to translate onto the field. He just needs some luck.
On the ground, out to short. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Oswald Peraza.
One down. Oswald Peraza getting ready to hit.
No, inside.
The 1-1. That one fouled off.
That's a ball.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Man at first, 1 away. Hit in the air, center field. Thomas takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Batting fifth, designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Soler went deep in his most recent game.
Ball. Down.
And a 1-1. Left field, way back there. That one carrying. That's down. One hops off the wall. Adele around third. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. It's 2-zip.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So a man at first. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Shotwell. 2 hits and 4 at bats during yesterday's ball game. Back up the. Oh, that got him. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. Second inning coming up from Anaheim. Angels 2 and the A's nothing. Back here at Angel Stadium, top of the second. So the Los Angeles Angels are in real trouble about a third of the way into the season. I thought they'd be serious contenders. Singy, were we wrong about them?
No, I think there's still time to turn this around. Think of how the Nats did it in 2019. It can be done. But there's no doubt they put themselves deep underwater in the standings, and they've got a lot of ground to make up. Big few weeks coming.
Fouled off. He was late.
Now pitching for the
Ben
Angels.
Joyce is forced to the mound after the injury.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
The 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Left field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Andy Ibanez digs in now. Back up the middle and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
The 1-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that'll load the bases.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
outside.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That misses the zone. Full count now.
Bases loaded here. If he walks him, probably not the worst thing, because the alternative could be a grand slam.
All loaded up here at the top of the second. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up. 2 down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
Ball in.
Kurtz takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. 1 runs in. A second scores as well. The relay, save. 3-2, they take the lead.
Huge 3 RBI hit to give him the lead, and that is clutch. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
McNeil in the box now, takes strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the finale of this 4-game set.
Inside, ball
that
1.
one inside, and now it's even 1-1. Late with the swing there. Got him looking for the K. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Back in Anaheim, so in now for the Angels, Josh Lowe.
Outside, that's a ball.
That one lifted to left. McNeil on his way over. And there's 1 down.
Batting 8, catcher, Logan.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit. And that one hammered. That's down. 1 hops off the wall.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now it's the second baseman, Kyron Paris.
Ball, that's down.
O'Hoppe over at first with 1 away. Oh, great stop. The feed for 1. To first,
No, he's
not
safe.
in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Christian Moore will hit next.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Number 3. Angels strand 1. They're down 3-2. On to the third inning. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Ball one.
Fouled off down the right side.
Ball
Really
two.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that
Ball
one
three.
a little below the knees. Full count now. That smash towards center. And there's one away.
Up next for the A's, third baseman.
Next up for the A's, Carlos Cortez. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Brings it in, 2 away.
Up next for the A's, shortstop.
2 down, bases empty. Darrell Hernandez now at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat.
Ball. That's inside.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Up and in, and that's ball 2. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. A's go quickly and quietly there, but they still lead at 3-2. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Foul ball there. The 0-1. And a foul ball.
Ball one.
Next pitch
Oh,
is
that's low.
downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Just
ball three.
missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Joe Adele.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Cross. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A 2-run blast. Home run number 20 on the year, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 4-3.
He wasted no time in that at-bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ballgame so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
Oswald Peraza digs in now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Thomas under it. 1 down.
Up next for the Angels, designated hitter.
Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Nope, that's inside.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. 2 runs across in the inning here in the last half of the 3rd. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And up next for Los Angeles, Nolan Shotwell.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at. Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Popped up. Kurtz. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Angels, left fielder, Josh.
Here's the left fielder, Josh Lowe.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Into center. Thomas coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. 3 innings complete. You're watching A's baseball on the show NorCal. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Hey!
The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Next up for the A's, Andy Ibanez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher in the game for the Angels,
Number 56,
Ryan Zefferjon.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
That's to third. Moore whips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
For the A's, center fielder Colby Thomas.
So up next, Colby Thomas. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Foul ball. Thomas measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick. in 2022. Nice grab to first. Nicely done for the out. And the A's are gone in order. Score holds at 4-3. Ready to go, bottom four. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
You know, these Angels doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
The 1-1. Line to left. And there's one away.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
So digging in, Kyren Paris. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And gone! Third home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. With the low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Moore in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away now. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Center fielder, Matthew Lugo.
Now the number 2 hitter, Matthew Lugo. Tap foul at the plate. Two down, nobody on.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
This one in the air, right field. Butler flying after this one. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
That's ball 2.
And it remains 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Up next for the Angels.
Joe Adele getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball.
And the 1-0. Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. Quick toss to first. Lugo back in on a dive. Lugo leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner on the go again. Pitches low.
That's the ball.
Save
He made it.
second
Save.
with a stolen base. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Swings through that. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Outside. Ball 3. Oswald Peraza on deck for the Angels. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Angels, the shortstop, Oswald.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Aaron Savali gives way, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching for the
Elvis Alvarado takes over on the mound.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
First and second, 2 outs. Oswald Peraza will hit next. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
That was straight queso right there.
2 aboard, 2 outs. To the right side. To first. They limit the damage here. But the Angels add to the lead on this solo blast. It's now 5-3. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Thanks for tuning in. Sweet morning, Singy. Sweet morning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
And a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Nope. Ball 1.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Kurtz up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. That clips a corner. Kurtz wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they get to hang on to their 2nd challenge. Fouled off left side. Swings and misses. 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. On the ground right side,
foul ball.
and foul ball. That one just misses. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
On the ground to the left. Moore tossed to second. Double play. What a great killing to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. Angels 5 and the A's 3. This is A's baseball on the show NorCal. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Tyler Ferguson.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Jorge Soler getting ready to hit. Ground ball up the middle. Gets to it with a slide. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel.
Ball.
The 1-0. He caught it behind his back. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Up next for the Angels, left fielder, Josh Lowe.
2 outs, base is empty. Josh Lowe, the next to hit. Swinging a foul out of play. Oh, 1 down. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Two down, nobody on. Down and in, moved his feet. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Nope. Outside.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Outside
That's
low.
ball 3.
And now it's 3-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. And he saw 8 pitches before earning the walk. Really professional AB.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tyler Ferguson won't go any further tonight. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Scott Barlow gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe, 1 for 2. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Quick move to first. Low. Back on a dive. Low. The runner at first with 2 gone. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And
No,
safe.
he's in there. Safe.
It's a stolen base.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
Man on second, 2 down. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So a strong showing here from the A's bullpen. We're through 5. Angels 5 and the A's 3.
Don't call me up, I don't follow up with low frequency, no fake. Don't interrupt cause I'm in a rush, no feasting off of my placements. Don't catch me like a transaction cause you done overdrafted my kindness. My money flex when I'm hedging bets against petty.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. Here's the catcher to hit, Shea Langoliers.
Catcher, Shea Langoliers.
First
Ball
offering
inside.
way inside, almost got him. And
Ball
another
2.
fastball almost gets him. This one in the air, center field. Lugo gets under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the A's. Third
Carlos
baseman,
Cortez up next for the A's. And
Ball
this is
back there.
inside. That's too
That's
low.
ball 2.
Ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Here's a 2-0. Up the middle, Peraza. Throws to first in time. 2 quick outs to open the top of the
Up next
6th.
for the A's. Shortstop, Del Hernandez.
Now it's the shortstop, Darryl Hernandez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Throws to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang, play to end the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're still down 5-3.
We don't need like shoot like Z-Bo. Big up teams with the team head stand for. Cough a ball, hit shot.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, JT Ginn.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Kyron Paris getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. And a foul ball.
You know, these Angels doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Christian Moore. What a stop. There's one.
You're out.
On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Next for the Angels, center fielder, Matthew.
One out man at first. And now the center fielder, Matthew Lugo. Lays down a bunt to the right side, and that's a foul ball. Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in safely. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. Moore at first, one gone. Outside low, and the count 1-2. Got him. Out number 2.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Joe Adele, the next to hit for the Angels.
Ball one.
The 1-0. Slider right there. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy.
Ball two.
Two now. Breaking ball misses down and away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Oh, he can't squeeze it. Gets off a throw, but it's
No,
not
he's in
in
there.
time. Base hit. First and second, 2 outs. Oswald Peraza now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. That one backed up the middle, and it gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw. Oh, safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they're up by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Now at the plate, Jorge Soler. Flips the corner. That's strike 1. The Halos trying to break this one open here in the bottom of the 6th. That one is absolutely belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. As a run scores.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. J.T. Ginn won't go any further, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Here's a
A's,
new pitcher from the pen, Hogan Harris.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
So up next, Nolan Shotwell. In the air, left field. McNeil under it, and that's the third out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Angels 7 and the A's 3. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Top of inning number 7, stepping in, Lawrence Butler. Just missed.
Inside ball.
Hey! Bad right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
2-2 on the way. That's a
Inside ball
Tried
3.
the sweeper. High fly ball out to left field, low, under it, and there's one down.
Up next, the A's, second baseman, Andy Ibanez.
Andy Ibanez up next for the A's.
That's a ball.
Ground ball left side, and it gets by him. Here's the center fielder, Colby Thomas.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ryan Zefferjohn departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Kirby
Angels,
Yates on the
number
pitch here.
39.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Just missed. Yates, a former All-Star, 38 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. The Angels leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Line and a base hit into right. Lead runner around second. Relay throw to third. He's in there.
He beat it.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Rooker in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Ball.
Two on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Next up for the A's, Nick Kurtz.
Inside, ball 1.
And it's fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. the middle, and he can't come up with it. In comes the run from third to trim the lead, and no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they can get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
First and second, 2 outs. Jeff McNeil stands in. He was late there, strike 1. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Tying run at the plate. Got him swinging for the kill. Good job of damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Angels 7 and the Athletics. Bottom of the 7th, so in now for the Angels, Josh Lowe. In the air, left field. Fair ball. Man at first. Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. 1 for 3. Checks over to first. Back safely. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Now the 0-1. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. Man at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe, and it's 8-4.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Kyron Paris, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's off the plate.
1 on, nobody out, a run in here, the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses, and the count 1-2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
That one almost got him. And now 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
2-2 now. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Back to the top of the order now. And up next for Los Angeles, Christian Moore. That one fouled off. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Swings swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Lugo, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Runners at first and second with one gone. Center field, Thomas settles under it and makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Joe Adele, the next to hit for the Angels. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 11-4.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there. That's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Hogan Harris out of the game. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Mark Leiter Jr. will take over here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So 2 down, and next for L.A., Oswald Peraza.
0-1.
The 1-0.
Hey!
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
That's a ball.
Deep to left, way out of here, home run. They do it again, back-to-back homers, and they add on. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Now it's the DH for the Angels, Jorge Soler.
Hey!
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. The A's bullpen has some movement. Justin Sterner, the closer, is getting loose. Two down, nobody on. That one hammered center field. That's got a chance. Gone. They've hit another. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they boost their lead. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boom, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
There's a swing and a drop. That one out's against the fence. Relay throw to second, and that's a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Mark Leiter Jr. done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So they turn to their closer, Justin Sterner.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Man at second here with 2 away. Josh Lowe, the next to hit for the Angels. To third, makes the sliding stop. To first, what a play, inning over. So in the end, 10 come to the plate, 6 of them come around to score. We look ahead to inning number 8. Angels lead it 13-4. You're watching A's baseball on the Show NorCal. Ready to begin the 8th. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
And there's a ball.
That's inside.
Stays alive. Payoff pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
That's inside.
That's inside.
And the count is 1-1. The A's with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the 8th.
That's ball 2.
A little bit
Ball
low.
3.
Full count now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Darryl Hernandez. And that is out of play. This one in the air, right field. Adele racing over to make the catch. The Halos out front, 13-4. Back here at Angel Stadium, putting on a show at the plate today as the spray chart gives us a look at their 6 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Wow, that's not even close to the zone.
The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ball.
In the air, left side. 1 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Second baseman, Kyron.
So in now for the Angels, Kyron Paris.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
On the ground to third. Whips it across, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Angels, third baseman,
Christian Moore, the next to hit for the Angels. In the air, right field, Butler on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. The Angels lead it 13-4.
now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Angels,
and here comes the closer, Robert Stevenson.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Butler in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Gets under and pops it up. Peraza. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Ibanez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. There's a line drive to left field. Low takes it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. And now the center fielder, Colby Thomas.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. If he gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
One strike away. This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels, avoiding the sweep, they take the finale of this 4-game series.
That was a pretty close one until that huge 7th inning really turned things around. The bats just caught on fire, and it seemed like nobody could make it out. Put a lot of runs up, and that propelled them to the win.